Hey, welcome back. One thing I want to be very clear about is I want whoever's watching these videos to know exactly what services Buy and Build Advisors provides. I mean, very specifically, fifth grade English simple, right? So let's talk about it. When someone comes and engages with and hires Buy and Build Advisors, who's in the middle of a business transaction, what exactly do you provide?
Yeah, Chris, that's a great question. I'll take that. So, number one, the best point to engage with us is at the point that you've identified the business, you're working on structuring the deal with the seller, and you're ready to enter into that LOI. You've hopefully already got a draft working, and maybe you're just finalizing a few points, or the seller has just signed off on it and you're ready to go. So, you're ready to kick off the due diligence phase and the definitive documentation phase of the agreement. So, at that point, we'll step in. Number one, the very first thing we do is we're going to have a detailed conversation with you and understand exactly what your needs are and how we can fulfill those. And we'll give you a customized proposal of exactly what's involved with our services that fits your particular deal. Broadly, our services in the due diligence and transaction phase are threefold. Number one, we will do the legal documents associated with your deal. So the purchase agreement, anything tied to the purchase agreement, seller notes, things like that. Secondly, along the legal piece, we will do legal due diligence. So we will do all the legal investigations necessary to make sure that there aren't any surprises from a legal perspective in the business you're buying. We also do that in terms of financial due diligence. A lot of people ask, or they've heard the phrase quality of earnings. We don't do, I mean, very, very transparent. We do not provide a full-blown quality of earnings report. Those cost tens of thousands of dollars in many cases. We do kind of a light version of that. So we'll do investigations around the tax returns, the bank statements, the credit card statements, the internal financial statements, and we'll make sure those triangulate and we can trace the movements of all the money and be fairly certain that what the seller is representing is indeed the case, and we'll deliver a really nice report around that. And then thirdly, in due diligence on the operational side, we will look at the systems and processes and the team and the people in the business and help you identify any gaps or any weaknesses involved in the business that you may need to address early on, and possibly identify areas for immediate improvement, particularly back on the financial side. We actually have a software that we have incorporated into the process that allows us to benchmark the business against peer industry businesses and give you some tips on ways the business can be improved. So that's kind of our three-legged stool of due diligence. We have a couple of other pieces then that continue on through the closing and transition of ownership of the business. And those center around the operational side and the financial side. So we'll basically hold your hand and guide you as your coach, as your advisor. We'll engage with you weekly, sometimes bi-weekly, and make sure that every step of the way you're doing the right things in the right order, starting about 30 days before closing and continuing 90 days after on the operational and financial side to make sure you have a smooth landing. You glide past closing and land smoothly on the other side about 90 days in.
So with that, besides the quality of earnings report, is there anything else during this transition and this transaction that Buy and Build does not do? Do you want to set any expectations right now as like, this is where we live, we do all these things, here's the things that we don't do?
Yeah, so there are a couple. Number one, we are not securities lawyers or securities advisors. So if you're going to go out and you're going to sell equity in your business, or you're going to sell stock, you're going to sell membership interest, you're going to have investors come in, it may be necessary for you to do certain registrations of your business, either with the Securities and Exchange Commission or with your state securities agency. We do not handle those things. Okay. We can refer you to other outside counsel that do, but we cannot do those services. Another area is if you happen to be in a business that is highly regulated. So for example, medical practices, that's very different state to state about how those can be owned. Some states, only a doctor can own a medical practice. Only a lawyer can own a law firm. So anything that involves those highly regulated practices, we would encourage you to have a specialist in those fields of law looking at the transaction and making sure that your compliance you're in compliance with all of the state requirements and the federal requirements and those things. Again, we can help refer you to someone. We will work with them on the basic mergers and acquisitions piece of the transaction, but we can't give you that specific industry regulatory advice.
Mm. And then one last question. What about the actual legal documents themselves, the purchase agreement and any other legal documents that happen to go along with the transaction? Is that also something that buy and build takes care of or no?
It is. It is. So we have outside law firms that we work with,
Okay.
and we have engaged them. We will connect you with them. Part of our package of services includes the legal piece. We subcontract with those law firms to provide legal advice directly to our clients in terms of preparing the buy-sell agreements or the share purchase agreement, asset purchase agreement, and all those ancillary documents. So those are provided as part of the bundle of our services,
Okay.
but they are provided by mergers and acquisitions lawyers that we work with exclusively.
Okay, excellent. Yeah. Andrew, from your side, is there anything else that just over many years of serving clients in this capacity, is there anything that someone may not know that's very important that you all do take care of? Or is there anything that people come to expect that they shouldn't, just to set any other clear expectations right now?
Um, Again, we cover a multitude of things with regards to the operational side. As I say, we're looking at the majority of things. I think if there's some specialized area around legal things and things like that, operational, we'll identify those, and then we may direct you to specialist areas. But in general, when we're looking from an operational point of view, most of the things that we can cover, and we may not have the expertise in specific software, for example. We have softwares that we use. We're aware of a lot of software that many of the organizations use, but we will probably give you some options or give you some directions on where you need to look at, but we will not select a software application for you. That's for you to do and for you to procure. That would be probably one of the things that I would probably not be comfortable in saying select this particular software.
Okay, great. Well, thanks for watching this video. I just wanted you to have a very clear understanding of exactly what Buy and Build Advisors actually offers for you and what they cover and what they don't. So thanks for sharing, and we'll see you in the next video.